What's up, everyone? This is Cyberknight, and today I wanted to talk about some things we have going on. Basically, there's a little bit of drama, I guess, that I need to address. Two different things, basically. I've done this video a few different times, and I don't like any of the, any of the finished products, I guess, or whatever, the finished videos that I've had. I feel like I ramble too much about a lot of this stuff, but basically, the first part I want to talk about the whole thing with Establishment Titles, basically a sponsor that allegedly is not doing everything correctly. See, I'm trying to speak all, legally and all the right stuff. And then also, I want to address the Instagram and Facebook post that I had because some people were worried about that. First off, I do want to say I am fine and you don't have to worry about anything big on that, okay? But I will address it, and if you haven't seen those posts, you don't really have to because I'm going to explain it here, okay? But if you want to, they're over there. All right, so first off, Establishment Titles. Again, allegedly they were not on the up and up, they were not doing things right, and allegedly they are a scam, from what I understand. A lot of different YouTubers that are way smarter than me have talked about it lately, and there are a lot better videos about it. For example, I know Ruxin also had trouble with this, and he made a video about it. I think he posted his closer to Thanksgiving. I'm just now getting to this because I gave myself some time off for Thanksgiving. I had some videos ready, so those are the ones you guys have already seen, but I'm a little bit behind on other things because I gave myself a break finally, which it goes to the mental health thing that we'll talk about here in a second. But as soon as I heard what was going on, I unlisted the video, I removed the link and everything. If you didn't know what they were, basically you could get the title of Lord or Lady, and they would also plant a tree in
That
Scotland on
situation.
a piece of land for
I heard
you,
about that.
and it was kind of a fun thing that would also help the earth. I thought it was a win-win, because you could get a fun title like Lord Cyberknight, and that was the joke of the advertisement, and you're also getting a tree planted. So I thought everything seemed great. I saw the YouTubers talking.
I'm pretty sure if that entire thing, not like that in particular, but like in order for you to actually be considered a lord or a lady in the EU and have land given to you, I'm pretty sure you have to like actually have some kind of lineage to that area, and then that's what will allow you to like go through like the process. And highly doubt any of those governments would just allow someone to just the country to just own land country just because they bought a piece of paper off the internet.
About it. Everything on the emails looked good, but I was lazy. I was lazy. I mean, it's the best way I could put it. I mean, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what any other YouTuber does on this platform. It doesn't matter on the emails, whatever. I'm the guy that does the editing. I do the recording. I go through the sponsorship stuff. It's my mistake. It is 100% on me then, and I take full responsibility because it embarrasses me that I messed up on this because I pride myself on having it where we can trust each other kind of thing because I want to open up products for you guys and be like, hey, I want you guys to trust like my opinions on things. Is this worth getting? Is it not worth getting? And we talk about that kind of stuff. And by getting a sponsor like that, it really bugs me because I feel like I hurt our relationship, our trust that we have. So forgive me on that. I usually do way more research on different like sponsors that we have, and I use them a lot before they even become a sponsor. And I've been offered a lot of sponsorships, but I've turned down plenty because I didn't think they were right. And again, I just don't have a good excuse. I screwed up on this one, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing more I can say on that, but that um, I need to do better, basically. So, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do better, and I'm very sorry for it. I might re-upload the video at some point, but of course I will get rid of the advertisement when I do that because the video I think is fine because of the whole, the ghost ray that we got from it. But yeah, that's the only thing is that
He's limiting himself a lot, but I'll say this: people falling for scams nowadays is really easy because a lot of scams are like wait just via like how the internet works. It's really easy to scam people. It's really easy. All you have to do is just use the right words that gets in people's heads, and if you use those words correctly, you'll get people to pay your shit. Like you wanna know what's a current scam going on in modern gaming, and also just content creation in general? Those universities, those who have been around, I'm talking about, like, you know, you pay a certain amount of money and you take these courses on the internet from streamers or people in the music industry who aren't, actually like relevant in the music industry, but they've like done something enough to like act like, hey, I've done some shit, so pay me. Um, You know, so like they'll have like these courses to teach you how to be a streamer, teach you how to be a musician and things like that. Those shits are all scams. Every single one of them. Even one with Ninja, where he freaking teaches you how to become a good streamer. That shit's all a scam because none of that shit will actually work or do anything for you. You're just giving them money, and the outcome is nothing. Like literally nothing. And when nothing happens afterwards, you're gonna blame it on you. They're gonna say, "Well, my courses work. My information is solid. Look at me. I have this many subscribers, this many followers. My social media is this, and this. I'm verified on this, and this." It's like, so clearly my ideas work because look at me. And then if it work out for you, that's your fault. And it's like all of that kind of ignores how all this starts anyways. Most people who are verified in content creation, most people who are you know, partnered on Twitch and things like that, partnered on YouTube, all had a following before they started doing what they're doing now. They didn't just start from zero. They started from somewhere else and they brung that crowd over to what they're doing now. So there's a lot of pro players who who leave esports and they go to Twitch. They bring that following from esports to their Twitch. Now they have their partner, they have all these followers, things like that. You know, very rarely do you see people who freaking like grow from zero. It's very, very rare. Even people like, I don't want to like say he's a scammer or not, but like even guys like Dorian, his following came from Periscope. He was doing shit on Periscope and people started liking that shit, and then when Periscope died, they followed him to YouTube. So those core shits that people doing are all scams or bullshit. They're not going to help you get better at content creation. You can get better content creation for free. There's people out there who are doing the bare minimum as Twitch streamers and are freaking succeeding. Like look at someone like Asmongold. Asmongold does nothing special. He just presses freaking, like he has a good mic, he has a good PC, he has a good camera. That's it. He doesn't have any special effects like his shit. There's no special like graphics effects or designs, anything like that. You know, it's all just the bare minimum. Asmongold has like 95,000 people watching him today. Meanwhile, people who are like, you know, 5 viewers, 10 viewers are spending a lot of money for those courses. They're buying graphic design packages that give them emotes and overlays and all this stuff. They're making sure they buy a camera they can't really afford and a mic they can't really afford. They're doing all this extra shit, and they're still at five viewers and still at 10 viewers, and trying to figure out how come me getting all these things didn't work out because it was never going to.
I just want to apologize mainly for that. So if you have any questions or whatever, let me know. And I hope you guys weren't caught up in that. And I am really sorry. Like, there's no excuse for that. So I should have done more. And then now talking about the other thing that I want to talk about is that basically I talked on Facebook and Instagram. I made a post where I was saying that probably next year I won't upload as often. I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a break because with YouTube, if you look at the views and everything and all that kind of stuff, it can really get to you. Ever since coronavirus and all of that, I think I burnt myself out a lot because I was uploading almost daily, and I've done this for like, this channel's been like for 12 years, and I had a channel before this, and I've uploaded daily on these channels for a very long time now, and it's only been like this year really. I gave myself more days off where I was kind of more every other day. And you burn yourself out doing that, basically. So don't do that. That's stupid. I can say from my own experience, don't be like me on that. But anyway, I think some people were worried because I posted that, maybe thinking I was quitting. I'm not quitting YouTube, and I'm also not in that bad of a emotional spot where I am considering something stupid. Okay, you know, I don't want to say what that would be, but if you have those kind of thoughts and you know what I'm talking about, then talk to someone because it's almost impossible to go alone. Okay, so you need to talk to someone, and yeah, you talk to family, whatever you need to do, pray on it, talk to a therapist, whatever, because it's tough. I've been dealing with this kind of stuff for a while now with anxiety. I had terrible social anxiety. I still have, I guess, really, but it was way worse. That's one of the reasons why I didn't go to like big events and stuff either. Like YCF Fort Worth was really tough for me to go to, honestly, because crowds of people freak me out. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, you know, and I can't breathe. And my main problem though these days is that with YouTube, I
had the
take everything
situation
so hard. If a video doesn't
we're
do
in Florida,
well,
we're at Disney World, but also it was fine. We're all like walking around and doing like rides, things like that. But like towards the end, when we were like going through a gift shop, it was like shoulder to shoulder packed in gift shop, and I was just getting like insane anxiety. I hate it. I'm antisocial, and I do have that anxiety of just being around too many people. I'm also very paranoid. So I'm like, my eyes just are just 24 24/7 just looking around like I'm on crack or some shit, trying to just analyze everyone who's around me, just make sure no one's doing anything, crazy, because it's American, people are crazy. So I can relate to him feeling like, he wanted to throw up, things like that when around a crowd of people, because I was like, I wanted to get out of that gift shop so fucking bad.
Everything's so hard. If a video doesn't do well, I'm awful. I'm a washed up YouTuber. I am, I suck. Basically, is the best way to put it.
Imagine being in a
And
position where nothing ever goes well. Like, it's easy to have like this. Like, this is all about perspective. It's easy to like see a video that doesn't do well when you're used to things going well, and be like, wow, I only got 500 views instead of 1,000 in video. It's getting 1,000. Things on a downward spiral. And then you don't have the perspective of someone who's like smaller than that, where you're like, I only got 10 viewers at that. I'm a perspective. Kind of like the same thing comes to like streaming. I know people who like, they talk about the lack of growth on Twitter, not Twitter, on Twitch, because they only average like 7 viewers and 10 viewers, and they don't like, and they feel like they're, on the downtrend and not growing. But they don't, like, even in their position as someone who has 10 viewers, you're not thinking like people who have like 2 viewers or 1 viewer, and with those people hours, like, geez, I can't even get freaking 5, I can't even get 7, and you got 15 and you're complaining about those 15. It's like, damn, like, your chat is popping off. Every time someone sees your stream, your chat is rolling. Even if it's just the same 10 people who are talking to your chat, those same 10 people talking to your chat is better than just one. All about the perspective. So you see a lot. I've seen a lot of people saying Cyberknight. I've seen JEs. I've seen like a lot of people who are talking about, like, maybe they should just stop doing content creation. And it's in their head. Like, they love doing it. They love doing it. They want to keep doing it. But like, the downward slope of viewership makes them think to themselves, like, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. Maybe I need to hang it up. Maybe it's me. And like, people generally, when it comes to any kind of like failure in content creation, because your numbers, the first thought is to blame yourself. It's like, I haven't done anything different than I did last year or a few months ago, and things were great last month or a year ago, but now they're not great. So you start to like get into your head, overthink about what the problem is, things like that. You just blame all these things off yourself, and think about the fact that, anything involving growth or algorithms or people's interest, is like, people's interest change. Like, he's a Yu-Gi-Oh content creator, so for him, at some point, people are gonna be like, I don't really feel like watching Yu-Gi-Oh today. Like, this is my first time watching Cyberknight's video, maybe like a year or two. Generally, I love his content, but I haven't really been involved with Yu-Gi-Oh in about 2 years. So I've been watching his videos. Anything like Team APS, I've been watching his videos because I've been really involved in Yu-Gi-Oh in about 2 years. So I'm watching videos either. So that just happens. Anything when it comes to like Twitch streams. My Twitch streams have sucked the last month, or a few months for that matter, in terms of like growth and viewership. We average like 1.5 viewers per stream. That is garbage. But I don't like blame other people. I'm not like, how come this person who calls himself my friend isn't here? No, I don't think about it that way, because people just don't get on. Like, I know people who used to be on Twitch who don't get on this platform at all anymore. They used to be on the platform every single day for 4 years, 5 years, however long they were on Twitch, and they just stopped because they just lost interest in not just being on the platform themselves, but also watching the platform. And they happen for any other stream and YouTube with Cyberknight. People can just be like, it's not you, I just don't really watch the content anymore. I don't watch YouTube anymore. I don't watch Twitch anymore. I don't watch TikTok anymore. It's always something people just decide they want to have less screen time, and the thing that they eliminate from their less screen time happens to be this form of content. If their options are, I want to spend less time watching my computer or my phone, do I get rid of Netflix or do I get rid of Twitch? You want to choose Twitch. It's just how it works.
Don't feel that way, or a lot of you don't feel that way, maybe some do, but I know a lot of you don't feel that way, and I always appreciate the kind words that you said. There's been a lot of other YouTubers too that reached out to me and checked on me and everything, and seriously, I don't know if I should name off everyone or whatever, but I appreciate that tremendously, more than you'll ever know. And same to you guys that have reached out to me and stuff too, you subscribers and viewers and stuff too. You guys have said a lot of nice things. I couldn't do it without you guys. And also too, family stuff has been fine. Uh, the marriage stuff too has been fine too. People were kind of worried it was more that. I had some stuff wrong that I was dealing with the family earlier this year, but everything got better. And I even had a big falling out with some friends back, a couple of years, and that was really tough. But I've improved from that too. It still hurts every so often because I take everything hard, and that's always my fault. But I'm getting past it, getting better. So I'm pretty happy on that. And main thing I can say is that I do plan to upload less next year because I need to give myself more of a break. I need to stop taking everything so hard. I already have a hernia right here where my esophagus and stomach are connected, and it does a lot of damage to me. I literally have acid that will come up in the back of my mouth, and it hurts bad. So I need to take a step back where I don't feel like that kind of stress, because I feel like if I keep doing this kind of stuff, I'm not going to make it like to 50 or something, and I want to be there for my family and stuff. So yeah,
This
I
shit is
want to have
stressful.
kids, and I want to be there for as
He's
long as I
talking about
can
like the
for
stress
them,
of content creation.
and all of that.
Content creation, if you're actually serious about it, like, is super stressful. Like everyone who thinks it's just you press a button to turn the camera on, press a button to turn your microphone on, and just play a video game, or you open some cards when it comes to like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering. They think that's all it is to it. If you're actually serious about content creation, the shit's fucking stressful. Like it's a real stress especially when it comes to like you start seeing your numbers this week, numbers last week, see like your payout when your next payout is, how much less you're making that month versus this month, and things like that. When you start seeing like all that stuff, people tell you just ignore it. It's easy to say that when you don't have to worry about it. When you do have to worry about it and you're seeing it, it stresses you out. And the thing with him, like when he says his numbers are going down, this is originally like something that was making him a lot of money, and now it's not, and he's noticing that. It's like, my quality of life, my standard of living is you know being affected by the lack of my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Speaking for him, isn't doing as well. So now I got to do all these different things, and getting a little worried because this is supposed to be like the main revenue stream for my standard of living and things like that. And it goes for like any kind of person who creates content.
Of course, and for my wife, I think too. So basically, I've had that realization that I need to step back on a few things, need to work on some other things, not make YouTube full time, and just relax a little. So yeah, that's what we're talking about on this, and I think that kind of sums it up pretty nicely. So if you have any trouble, contact someone. Always talk to people on it if you need help. Trust me, you're not in it alone. We're all dealing with this kind of stuff in some form, and it's tough. So thank you guys for watching. I hope I explained things well, because I'm not good at explaining emotions. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.
I get it. I definitely get it. I have like similar feelings as him and Jay-Z and other people who I've mentioned almost after every single stream. Not every stream, but almost every stream. Quite a few streams where I have those exact freaking thoughts. There's like, what's the fucking point? Especially if you feel like you're actually doing a good job. If you feel like you're doing a good job, feel like you're actually like good at doing this, and provide something that is more unique than not from other people, but you're still not like seeing what you want to see. Like you don't even care if it's like 100 or 1,000, things like that. You just want to see something that's not what you already currently have. You want to see some form of growth. Like if you're someone who averages 10 viewers, you want to see that 15. It's like, okay, it's growing. If you're someone who averages like 7 subscribers, you want to see that jump to 10, because it's like, okay, we're enjoying the content enough to want to spend $4.99 a month. You're at 15 and you start to see it jump up to 20. You want to see some form of growth. You want to see that. You never want to see it go backwards. When it goes backwards, that's when people start getting those thoughts that Cyberknight has, that Jay-Z has, that other people have, that I have. We start seeing things go backwards, because then you start to like overthink. You start to panic. You're sitting there like, why is this happening? What is going on wrong here? Even if you you don't intend for like things to go wrong, you don't know what's going wrong. You're just curious. That's what leads people to go to like those gurus, those stream doctors, and they go to those take those courses because they're panicking. They don't know what to do, and so they're spending money on these courses and stuff to try to give them answers that's not giving them any answers, because that's not a problem or a solution. Same thing comes to, like, music, and people freaking who are trying to become like musicians and their SoundCloud's not popping off and they're not getting any plays on Apple Music or Spotify, things like that. And they start to panic and like, why is my music not catching on and things like that. And they start to freaking go buy those music courses. It's like, okay, I'll throw hundreds of dollars towards these music courses, and those music courses aren't giving them the answers that they need or want. They're spending all this money for these courses, and it's like you're still in the exact same position that you were just in. But this time you have less money. Your your music is still not looking good. Your Spotify not looking good. Your SoundCloud not looking good. Your titles are not looking good. But now it's before you have less money because you bought these courses that's supposed to give you the answers, but didn't give you the answers. And then when you tell those people who have those courses, hey, it didn't work, they blame you instead of being like, you know, I already had a freaking a gateway in. Their barrier entry isn't zero. What it is, you know, you kind of get to put in a position where it's like either A, you just quit, or B, you shut up and just keep going. And you just kind of like hope that at some point things catch on or things like that, or you get some kind of fucking support. You know, like I've been in positions where I'll like my overthinking will turn to like frustration, and that frustration will turn to anger, and it will turn into like me irrationally being like upset with people who aren't at fault of anything. Like the last time I was like upset about the kind of thing he was talking about, I was like, and that my mindset was like, yeah, I'm going to like stop associating with anyone who's in this sphere who doesn't show me the exact same freaking level of like effort that I show them. Like that was my mindset. My mindset was like, it's not what it is right now, but like the last time I had that thought process of like being like just annoyed at where I am on Twitch, I was just like, anyone who I know who's a Twitch streamer, who I go to their channel all the fucking time, I'm not. It was like it's not, you know, their fault. They're just one fucking person. But like that irrational thought process of your brain just gets there. It just pushes you into like all those thoughts on trying to find someone who's at fault for your lack of growth and things like that. So I get it. Because I've been there. I get it because I've been there. I get it because I've done it. Now, like I said, when I say I've done it, I've done it. Like I've literally done that very thing where I'm like, I'm going to stop watching this person because I don't see my chat log. I've done that.